Hello, and we are back with coverage of the Bled Chess Festival round number 7. And today, now we have a very special guest with us. It's long-time Slovenian #1, Grandmaster, President of the Chess Club Ljubljana, main organizer, Luka Lenič. Happy to have you here. And yeah, how do you like your tournament? How do you enjoy it?
I gotta be honest, it's amazing. The production team has done an amazing job. I also love you guys with Laura. You're doing a phenomenal job. So everything going smoothly, and getting a lot of feedback from the players, from the community in general, and everybody's delighted. So I think it's going well.
That's great, because first editions are always are tough, but there are participants from 22 different nations. I mean, it's amazing, yeah? Like from all over the world. It's really international. It's just impressive. I have the feeling that every time we look at something, we find a new player from a new federation. Yeah, it's really nice to see this vibe and this thing happening in Bled.
Oh yeah, I think Bled generally has such a rich chess tradition. All the tournaments in the past, like in the 30s and the 60s, and then a lot of festivals, 80s to the brink of new century, and then of course the Chess Olympiad in 2002. That was, I think, Bled is really well known between chess players, and people are quite happy to return. A lot of them are returning to Bled after quite a while, because it's almost 20 years since the last Open was organized here, it's just a phenomenal location that people are coming here for chess, and also the natural beauty of Bled is a big reason why they're here as well.
And you were playing yourself, yeah, in the Chess Olympiad in 2002.
Yeah, that was my first Olympiad. I got in as a junior.
You were in the A team, or it was in the?
No. I think there were 3 teams, and I was in the junior team.
Okay.
So there were A team, there was A team, B team, and junior team and I think everybody in the team actually eventually became grandmaster. So it was
in the junior team, yeah.
In the
Who
junior
was there
team,
with
yeah. I think the first board was Matej Šebenik, second one. No, actually not. Yeah, it was Blaž Bratović, Jure Borišek. He also became a grandmaster. Tadej Sakelšek, who became an international master and is a renowned coach now, and myself. Yeah, so quite a prominent generation. Yeah.
Yeah, you were the national team for, I don't know, 20 years.
Yeah,
probably.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I guess already next Olympiad you were in the A team, yeah, or not?
2006 Torino was the
one after, yeah.
One after, yeah. But I did achieve one of my biggest successes after the Olympiad in Bled, like straight away. I had a very bad tournament here, like very bad. Yeah, I was expecting more. I think I had 2.5 or 3 points out of 9 rounds, or maybe something like that in the Olympiad. But then went on to win the Junior World Championship. So that was I always remember, this kind of a sequence, like playing badly on a very important tournament. Everybody was expecting a lot, but then things changed around in like 14 days, and to one of the biggest successes in my career. So that was
amazing. Winning this World Championship. We were already talking about this a bit earlier on the stream. That I also have like very fond memories there, because I became 4th, and I was very happy with my 4th place. It was already a big success for me, and your first. I mean, it's amazing. And last round I was playing, I think, on the first board, and you were on the second board. I still remember your game.
I needed your result. Yeah,
that much I don't know. If you needed it, but you won very convincingly against Laszlo Gonda from Hungary.
Yeah.
King's Indian.
It's. I mean, I have a lot of really nice memories, of course, about that period, especially after that. Things got quite professional. Also, when I came back, everybody was quite excited. Also, the federation and everybody stepped in. So basically, I always say that my professional career started then. After that tournament, because things just became really serious. But it's funny to this day, you know, everybody kind of remembers me by that success, you know. Like you know, it's him. Yeah, he was a world champion 25 years ago. Like okay, I've done some other things since then, yeah. But yeah, it's. Of course, yeah.
Okay,
it's
not a
normal,
bad
yeah.
thing
It's
to
not,
be
yeah, of course,
remembered about,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm joking, yeah, but it is funny in that way. Yeah.
But you stopped playing competitive chess, or you took a break at least, or how is it? How did you fight?
Yeah. No, I'm officially. I'm still waiting for to organize a
Comeback.
goodbye party, not a goodbye party, or a retirement party. Yeah. But yeah, I stopped a couple of years ago. It was just too much for me to handle with the family, with running a chess club, with some other business activities, and yeah, it was just too much. Chess also changed at least the way I approached it in terms that I really needed a lot of preparation. I really wanted to be well prepared. I mean. You know me best that we were analyzing a lot, yeah, together, yeah, we went like really deep in the analysis, and we were really prepared and stuff like that, and chess needs to be a full-time occupation, yeah, if you want to play chess that way, yeah, and
of course, yeah.
It became increasingly difficult with time, and yeah, if I decided if I cannot put 100%, then maybe it's best I call it a day.
Yeah, it's not a easy decision, definitely. Yeah, because at the end of the day, all of us, we just like to play chess and also would like to play. So yeah, but your son is participating in the tournament, and we also had like a question. So the question we have every day with question of a round, and we had like, how old is the youngest participant of the tournament? This was the previous question. And yeah, your son is participating, and he won today his first game. You checked it with him?
I checked the game. It was a really crazy game. We had a conversation before the game that he needs to spend way more time. I think he had more time again after the game than before, so that plan didn't work. But yeah, he's still young. Yes, he's 7 years old, so has some time. I was even checking I was curious. I was checking some of my games when I was 7, 8, 9, just to compare a little bit where I was, and
but I guess your games were worse than his.
Were worse, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I also have a feeling that the general level just improved.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like definitely, and I mean, I would not say that it's. I would even say it's maybe like 4 years difference, like 3-4 years difference in comparison.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Kids these days at 10 or 11 are just like, or I mean even younger, yeah, like 7, 8, or 8 specifically. Like we have a couple of kids in the club who are 8 years old. I mean their level is, I think, clearly better than what mine was when I was 10 or 11, something like that.
And what do you think? What is the reason for this? You think that they will, because after all, when the players, let's say, reach their peak, it's still not necessarily higher than your peak, yeah? So at some point this has to, I don't know, some point they have to slow down, or basically you develop faster. So
yeah, I mean, you remember for sure we were basically the generation that was not brought up by computers. I mean, we were kind of on the verge when computers really got strong, or we started using them when we were maybe like 13, 14. So this was actually like my success at the World Championship. I checked my game, like when I was doing something, I checked the games from the world, and it's basically I was 13, yeah, something like that. But there's basically not one game is theoretically relevant, or like how to say, it's not sharp in an opening sense, yeah. It's more of a playing on understanding schematics, and stuff like that. So we were more relying on that, and I guess the reason is there's just so much more information now. And to be honest, I think youngsters are working way more than, for example, we were. Um, and not only by, how to say, by choice, yeah? I just think there are just more options now. And I mean, if you wanna get good at openings, you can literally open YouTube and learn an opening or two, or set up a repertoire, you know? It was like really difficult. You needed a coach basically, yeah, to set up a repertoire back then, yeah. So things do move faster these days, yeah.
Yeah, that was also my impression. Also, my children, they are also playing chess, and I'm also now involved a bit to see how these young children are playing, and there's definitely a huge change compared to our times, yeah, when we were young. I didn't think of it like such a gap of 3 years, but maybe that's not a bad comparison.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's like definitely like 4 years, but I would say 2 to 3 years is quite because we have a chess school at our club, and yeah, these youngsters. I mean, some games are really really good. And even I would even say that the level of understanding, because you would just expect, yeah, that maybe they're good like opening wise, or you know, like remembering a lot, and no, but it's just like an 8-year-old, you know, playing a solid game from beginning to the end, you know, like with not many ups and downs, you know, just a controlled game. Wow, I mean, I don't know when I was capable of doing something like that, yeah.
No, the general level, it went up a lot, yeah. That's definitely the case. Yeah, and I mean, a chess school like you have in Ljubljana, that's the dream. Yeah, that's the way to build up a strong generation. I'm really curious to see where this will lead, because you're still kind of fresh. Yeah, you're half a year in with the chess school. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we gotta be honest. There's a lot of work has already been done by international master Tony Kos. He was running a chess school, but under our name, but he was basically the main teacher or the leader. So he did a lot of work there, and also Matej Šebenik, he's present, you know, all the time in the junior chess. So kids do have really good support in that sense. But yeah, now we just made it from this year. We just made it more professional, more hours, more opportunities, combined with. You have the option to practice, and then you have the option to play tournaments also in the club. So yeah, it's kind of a package. So what we are really, because in the last 5 years we were also quite active in the competitive sense, but more and more we are turning towards our youth, because yeah, it does seem that they have a very bright future in front of them.
Yeah, and slowly, I mean, if we look at the gap, let's say between your World Championship title and then Laura's World Championship titles, I don't know exactly when were hers, but it seems like slowly the next one should be incoming, no? I mean, if you want to keep up that pace.
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's the idea. The idea is that our chess school actually, if I can use this word, produces internationally strong players who are fighting for titles, for the best places on international level. And I gotta be honest, some of them are like really working, I would say 10 times as much as I did. So I think they're on I think our teachers are really good. I think yeah, everything, the whole combination is, I think we're on a good way.
It definitely sounds like this, and yeah, I'm curious. I will follow this, and I'm looking forward to the next Slovenian world champion. Yeah, I mean, you cannot force those things. I think a very important sentence you said in the middle was like that they are competing for the world championship or for the top places, because that's really the thing that you can do with hard work. You put yourself in the position where you compete, and to win in the end, you need to be lucky.
And all those stuff. I mean, I gotta be like, this is obviously the most important thing, yeah. Like we have the structure, we have the coaches, we have like everything, yeah. But without parents, you know, like without parents who are ready to invest, in their kids and in their progress, there would simply be no way. Yeah? So we gotta. It is a majority of how to say burden or how to say is on them, and yeah, they've been really supportive in that way.
Yeah, and also I guess a good thing is because you can easily, I mean, you can put yourself in the shoes of parents as well, because you're also a chess parent, not only like a like a strong chess player or a strong trainer. Then also you can very well like imagine how the parents are feeling, and it's simply important because they need to invest. I mean, of course, there's some money they need to invest, but I think even more important is the time that they are investing.
I mean, countless hours, countless hours of going to
they put things on hold of their hobbies, and it's really amazing what they are doing.
Yeah. I mean, that's something we also try. Obviously, it's you give what you can, as a club. So we are trying to dedicate as much of the budget for the youth development as we can. We're trying to, to do our part. But yeah, the parenting when it comes to chess, it is tough, because an average tournament lasts like 3-4 hours, and tournaments are just there non-stop, and then the travels, with some other sports, with chess you start traveling when you're 9, if you want to go to, or even 8 these days, because there's the category lower, and you're traveling basically like you're a semi-professional sportist, when your kid is 8 years old, so you're traveling to foreign countries, you're hiring coaches, and the expenses can really build up, so it is parents are really investing a lot,